Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam. Today's video is going to be a new series that I'm gonna start here on my channel. I wanted to challenge myself again, another challenge. So I decided to, basically my thought process was I wanted to read books based on other books that I really enjoyed and I really loved. So I did some research and I found this website called What Should I Read Next? So this is the title of my series, which is not original, but anyway, but it still is named for now. If you have a better name, let me know in the comments. But yeah, so basically when you're on the website, you have a little search bar where you're gonna put the title of a book. So for the first book, I decided to go with one of my favorite books, and that is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. On the website, this book has, because you have like little tag words that are associated with the book, and for this one is text, novel, dystopia, actors, and time travel. Interesting. Yeah. It could also be pandemic. Really accurate of our current time. It could be character driven, relationships. I would also put Shakespeare. I will also put not time travel, but more like two times history. Like there's part of the story is told in the past, just before the outbreak of the pandemic, and there's also like the after, like couple years after. This is a literary fiction, science fiction, dystopian, about a group of people, of actors that after this pandemic that almost killed the entirety of the human race on Earth, they just decides to go on this road trip across America. They decide to go on this road trip across the United States and Canada to just go from town to town and entertain the people that are left. So with Shakespeare's play. So yeah, I really love this. And then after, when you search for like the novel that you want to search for, and you want recommendations, you have basically like a list of a bunch of books that are just recommended to you based on like Station 11. So the second book that I just saw is All Our Wrongs Today by Ellen Mastai, and I have it on my TBR actually. So I thought like, this is perfect, I'm gonna read this. So Station 11, they recommend All Our Wrongs Today's. Pretty excited for this. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really basically the point of this video is just to see if this is accurate and if the recommendations are great or they're not. So yeah, I'm gonna read this in the perspective of this was recommended because I love Station 11. So first book, really excited. I have already one on my TBR. Then I went down a little bit and I was like, oh, Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Irving Blake is a book that is really interesting to me. So I was like, maybe, but I do not own that book, you know. Also, the First 15 Lives of Harry August by Claire North is really a book that's been on my TBR for quite a while, but I don't have it physically. So I was like, maybe I could like listen to the audiobook, and I went on my library and I went at my library on my phone, and there was an audiobook for the first 15 lives of Harry August. So I was like, that's an option. So I borrowed it just in case. Then I scrolled all the way down, and then I saw The Circle by Dave Eggers, another book that I have on my shelf, on my TBR. And I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. Okay, another book that I already own and that I can read, that is recommended to me because of Station 11. And I was like, great. I don't have the dust jacket for this one, so that's why it's a bit different. I bought it like this. It was used, so yeah. And the last one is another book that I have on my shelf, and that is The Humans by Matt Hague. So yeah, I was so happy I had 3 books that were recommended because I love Station 11 that I already own, which is really great. I heard that this book is really character driven, and it's all about the characters and like their relationship again with one another. So I'm really intrigued to see if it's like a common theme to like all these 3 books, not Station 11, but yeah, all these 3 books with Station 11, you know? And maybe this is what is connecting all those books together. So I'm really intrigued. So yeah, I'm gonna vlog my experience of reading those 3 books. Oh, sorry. Those 3 books, and see if they are in fact good book recommendations if you love Station 11. Yeah, I'm really intrigued about that, and I think it's really gonna be interesting. This intro is already long enough, so yeah. I have the audiobook for these 2, so yeah, this one I'm gonna read physically, and yeah, this is it. I hope you're gonna enjoy that video. I think it's gonna be fun. If I do have fun, I'm gonna do that with other books, like for sure. Like I'm saying, like it's the start of a new series, but if I don't like this concept, I'm not gonna do it again, you know. I have to enjoy the process of things. I have to enjoy this. So if I don't, I'm just not gonna continue doing it. But anyway, like I said, the intro is already pretty long. So, okay, bye. So hi everyone, we are May 7th, and I just started The Circle by Dave Eggers. And okay, I'm listening to the audiobook, so I'm listening through it from my library, and there's no chapters. So for example, right now I'm on this chapters that is titled Now Remember, No One Sees the Cameras. And basically, this phrase, it's like in the middle of a page. It's like right here. So the chapters in the audiobook starts there. Yeah, so it's just like really confusing. Just so it's just like really confusing when I come home from work, because yes, I started to go to work. Schools are opening slowly here in Quebec, and shit. And so yeah, so I'm listening to audiobooks right now. The kids are not at school for now. They're gonna be there on Monday, next Monday. And so I'm listening to audiobooks while I'm working, because I don't want to bring a book just yet. I'm gonna bring a book when I'm sorry, my boyfriend. So I'm gonna bring a book when I'm gonna be like with the kids at school. I'm gonna leave my book there, so yeah, I will not have to like bring it back home and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at work. But yeah, for now I'm listening. I listened to one audiobook this week, and I started this one today. So yeah, So far, so I've read 63 pages, and what I can't like grasp for now is like this character named May. We're following her. She's new to the Circle, which is a campus with like involving like social media and kind of a Big Brother thing. So they seize everything, they know everything. So yeah, I'm intrigued. But yeah, I'm only 63 pages in, so I'm not far into it. But yeah, I don't know so far. The similarities with Station 11, like, I don't know. So I'll update you another day when I'm gonna be more into the book. But yeah, so I'm just gonna put it down for tonight. I'm gonna read another book. Yeah, I'm gonna continue this one at work tomorrow. I'm gonna listen to it. So yeah. So we are April 9th, and I'm like almost halfway through the Circle, and basically what I can get, like, I'm really enjoying it. Okay, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's really, the world is really interesting. The thing that I like the most is like this kind of Big Brother thing. Like, they can know everything. Everything. In this case, it's with your social media. They can know everything, and they do suggest like groups and pages and stuff like that based on things you liked, comment, share and stuff like that. So yeah, so I kind of enjoyed 1984 by George Orwell, which is like the Big Brother original concept of it. The only thing that I thought was lacking, it was like the technology, how it was developed. But I know this book was written like a long time ago. I'm thinking that in 1984 that might be our like reality with the Big Brother and stuff. But I think in this one you can definitely feel like I can feel like this can happen someday. And I think that's what is similar to Station 11, and I think that's what that's why it was recommended. I don't know if you can understand, but yeah, I think it was why it was recommended, just because in Station 11, you know, it's about a pandemic that killed off almost all of the world population. And like right now we are in the pandemic, so it feels even more like real, like it could really happen. And so I think that's what is similar with the Circle, because I can see this technology being here in a couple of years, like, and just the government knowing everything, or a company knowing everything about everyone. And yeah, so I think that's what is the similarities between those two, and I get it. And it's just like this dreading feeling of like this fucked up society could happen in the future, you know. So it's pretty scary. Yeah, they're both like dystopian, but kind of really realistic, scary dystopian. So yeah, you know, there's some dystopian that you read and you're like, it's never gonna be like that, like it's never gonna happen. Like, for example, Shatter Me. Like, I don't think we're gonna have superpowers or like powers and stuff, you know. But these two, like the pandemic feeling of like it kills off almost all of the population of the world, and like everything crashes, like the economy, there's no planes, you know, you can't travel anymore. It's just like, it's really scary, because I can see that happening. Same thing with the social media, and just like the fact of knowing everything about everyone is really scary too, but really realistic. It could happen. So I don't know if I was clear. It's pretty late, but yeah, I just wanted to update you, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm gonna read more probably tomorrow. Hi. So today I started All Are Wrong Todays by Elena Mastai, and I'm on page I'm on page 93, and so far it's so good. It's really good. It's about time travel, and there's really like specific sci-fi terms that I really love, and I think the concept of like time and space is really interesting. But yeah, right now I don't know what is the similarities with Station 11, so yeah, but it was the same thing with the circle at first, so I didn't really know what were the elements that would associate those two books. But yeah, I'm gonna continue reading, and I'm gonna see what is the similarities between those two, and why this one was recommended if you liked Station 11. So yeah, quick update, real quick, because now I'm really tired and I just want to go to sleep, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And yeah, I'll update you later, another day. So bye. So hi, I don't know the last time that I updated you, but I'm really enjoying All Are Wrong Todays by Elena Mastai. I'm past the halfway point, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really intriguing, all the time travel thing going on, and yeah, and I think the similarities with Station 11 is the question of morality, what's good and what's bad. And yeah, the main character is really struggling with that and trying to figure out what he can do to resolve this situation, and if he does, is it the right choice or it's not. And yeah, it's just like the inner conflict that I really love about this. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. The chapters are really short, so I feel like I'm going through this pretty quickly. Yeah, right now I'm pretty tired, so I will go to bed. But yeah, I think I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. Wow. Yup, and I'm really excited about that. And yeah, so I'll update you probably tomorrow when I'm gonna be done with this. So bye. So hey guys, I just finished All Are Wrong Todays by Elena Mastai, and oh my god, this book was really great. Yeah, really enjoyed it. I think I figured out the similarities with Station 11. I think I know why it was recommended. I think my theory is that it's all about the choices that we have to do as humans, and the consequences that comes with those choices. So the main character in this book makes mistakes. He makes some choices that would lead to really bad or really good consequences, and he has to right them or wrong them. Yeah. And I think I talked about that in the last time I updated you, but I think also it's all about like the good and the bad in people, and how you portrayed yourself as a good person or as a bad person will influence your choices that you will make in your life. And I think that's what is the similarities with Station 11, because if I can remember correctly, in Station 11 there are some characters that makes choices that has consequences on the future, you know, and I think that's exactly what happened in here. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, so I'm really happy. Yeah I'm really happy that I've read that. So yeah, so the only book left for me for this challenge secret video thing is The Humans by Hague. So yeah, I don't know, I might start it tomorrow. Yeah, The Humans by Hague. So I might start it tomorrow, and yeah, so I'll update you when I will start this and be a little bit more into it. So yeah, see ya. Hi everyone. So I started The Humans today. Oh, my hair, what's going on? Hi everyone. So I started The Humans by Hague today, and I think it's a theme that's going on with like the other two books that I've read for this video. I don't know what the similarities is with Station 11 so far. I'm sure I'm gonna find out like I did for the other two books, but right now I have no idea. The only thing I want to say is that this is fucking hilarious. This is so funny. It's in this perspective of an alien who takes the place of a professor at Cambridge University, and it's so funny. Like, this thought process of how we humans are living our lives, basic normal human lives, and he doesn't understand simple concept, and it's just it's brilliant. It's so funny. I started this book at work earlier today, and I was laughing. I was trying not to laugh because it was during our reading period, so the kids were reading, I was reading, and I was laughing because this is so funny. And yeah, so I'm on page 61, so I'm not that far. So far I don't know why this book was recommended, because I love Station 11. But for now, it's really late, I'm really tired, and I will continue reading this book tomorrow, and maybe I will find out why it was recommended. So, oh god, as you can see, I'm so tired. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, but first I want to show you my cat. He's so freaking cute. Look at him, sleeping on top of towels that I need to fold. He's so freaking cute. Hey, he's so cute. Cute. Let's go to sleep now, okay? In the bed, where it's really more comfortable than towels, I'm sure. So hi, a little update on The Humans by Hague. Yeah, okay, I'm really close to the end. I'm on part 3 and I have like 50 pages left, I would say, and yeah. Okay, I think I know, or maybe, what is the similarities with Station 11. So, Station 11 is a really character-driven book, and this one is really character-driven. There's like little to no plot and stuff, yeah. And also there's a question of what's good and what's wrong, and what it is to be a human being. And I think that's what is the similarities. And I think I said that also for On a Wrong Today's and also The Circle. So maybe it's like a common theme to those 4 books with Station 11, you know? Maybe it's like they're all character-driven book. They're all like questioning what it is to be a human being, and what's right and what's wrong in life, and is it really only black and white, or there's gray areas in life. And yeah, it's really interesting. So I'm gonna finish this and after that I'm gonna do like a wrap-up thing with all of the books, and I'm gonna talk all about them, and if I do recommend them based on Station 11. So that is the purpose of this video, you know, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, it took me a long time to finish this video. I started it at the beginning of May and we are mid-June and I'm completing. So it took me a month and a half, but things did happen between that time and now. First I went back to work when I and yeah, I was self-isolating. I was in quarantine, and 1 week and 1 day the government told us that they were opening back school. So yeah, I had to just manage going back to work and going back to school and just having all of these new ways of working, because it really changed. And so yeah, I was really tired of all of this, and also yeah, I was extremely tired. So I kind of got into a bit of a reading slump, and with everything going on since it's been a week now, with the Black Lives Matter movement that sparked again around the globe, I was not feeling like reading. I was really not. I was trying to just educate myself and also read and donate it and just watch videos and stuff. So I took the time to that, and I'm really grateful for that. It opened my eyes on so many things, and as a teacher I realized that I don't have a lot of books and literature featuring Black characters or by Black authors. And I also realized that here in Quebec, in the French literature, there's a great lack of diversities in books, and I'm trying to buy more books with diverse character of race, sexuality, disability, everything. I'm just trying to find, so I'm on the search for that. There's not a lot in French that is available as there is in English. In English there's so many children's book featuring black characters and stuff. So yeah, so there's something that is lacking here in Quebec. So yeah, so I'm trying to find those books, and so I can be a better teacher and I can be a better person to just you know, at least provide and spark a conversation in classroom about race, sexuality, disability, any diversity. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And I was kind of a reading slump again. I was not feeling like reading, but I think I'm back on track. I think like I found some books, some resources, and I think I'm ready to just continue on with, I think I'm just ready to read more that I've been doing in the last couple of weeks and days. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish, so that means, so all of that just to say that I'm gonna finish The Humans, and after that I'll talk to you and I'll do my wrap up. So yeah, so bye. So I'm here to do my wrap up for the what should I read next little video that I did. Yeah, so I read the 3 books. I finished them. So they were all based on Station 11, as mentioned. It took me kind of a while to go through this challenge and just to complete it. Sorry, I have something in my eye. I started it in the beginning of May, and we are June 11th, and I'm done with it. So it took me a little bit more than a month, which is okay. Like with everything that's been going on, it's fine. I'm here to talk about the books that I've read, and if they are indeed good recommendation if you love Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. So this book is, like I said before, it's really character driven. There's like 2 timelines, and there's not like really a plot. There's a little subtle plot, but it's really about the relationship between all the characters and the idea of what is right and what is wrong, and why it is right and why it is wrong. So I'm sorry, every time I film, my cat is always playing with his toys. I'm sorry if it makes noise. It's like he knows that I'm filming, and he's just doing that to annoy me. Anyway, so yeah, so let's see if they are indeed good recommendations. So the first book that I completed was The Circle by Dave Eggers. This is also a really character-driven book. There's not really a plot. We're like following characters on their like day-to-day life, and I think what I said about this one is the similarities between those two. This one is about, you know, pandemic in this world. The pandemic killed 99% of the population. So it's a really scary future, but it could be totally plausible. Like it could totally happen. It's really realistic. It's not, there's no magic or like aliens and stuff. It's really realistic. So and yeah, and this one too, this one is, the technology is just out of control, and yeah, it's really scary because we are going in that way. Like every day there's new technology, and it just gets scarier and scarier each time, how like advanced it is and stuff. So yeah, it's another book that the future is totally realistic, and it could really happen. I could see like a couple years in the future, and this would be our future reality. So yeah, I give this one a 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it. It's just that there's some parts that are sexist, and there are also some parts that were like super long and super boring. Yeah, but overall it's a good book. It's not wow, it's not spectacular, but it's a good one. It's not like a 3. It's not like a 3 out of 5 star, because a 3 out of 5 stars is like I enjoyed it, but I have issues with it, you know. This one I enjoyed it. I don't have a lot of issues with it, so yeah, that's why it's a 4. Next, I completed All Are Wrong Todays by Ilan Mestai. This I listened also to the audiobook. I listened to the audiobook for The Circle and this one too. And this one is the author that is narrating. And I really, really enjoyed that book. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 star. And I think what I said with the similarities with Station 11 is that they both talk about what is right and what is wrong, and how our choices can change our future, and how it can impact people around us too. So yeah, this is the similarities. And so yeah, I would totally recommend All Are Wrong Todays if you did loved Station 11. I absolutely loved it. Another book that is really character driven, but this one has a little bit more. There's a plot there that is like kind of like a problem that the main character has to solve. So yeah, I really, really enjoy it, and I would recommend it. And finally, yesterday I completed Humans by Matt Hague. This is a sci-fi, and I gave this one a 4.5 out of 5 star. I really, really enjoyed it. Another really character-driven book. So they're all like character-driven book. That's what I realized. And also the similarities with Station 11 is that they're both also, and I will say with All On Wrongs Todays too, is that they're all thinking and talking about what is right and what is wrong, and again, the choices and how we can impact people around us and us too. And yeah, in this one we have the aspect of what it is to be a human, like all of the emotions that we go through, and do those emotions really have an impact on our life? Like, yes, they do. And yeah, I really, really loved it. I really, really enjoyed it. Would recommend it if you did love Station 11. And another similarities that I found is that they are both like literary fiction. So they're both like, they both have like beautiful writing styles, no plot whatsoever, or like little plot, really character driven, really about of the complexity of the relationship between the characters. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed it for that. The main focus is the character and their journey in life, and yeah, really, really enjoyed it. I would all recommend those books, but more specifically, I would really recommend The Humans by Matt Hague and All Are Wrong Todays if you by Ilan Mestai if you really loved Station 11. I would recommend The Circle. I would, but yeah, the only like really similarities that I found with Station 11, and I think there's more stuff that are comparable between Station 11 and the other two that I mentioned. It's just that with The Circle, it's like the future, the possible future that could be, that is really realistic and maybe will really happen. I think yeah, and the character driven thing, but there's, yeah, but the writing style was okay. It was not like beautiful and lyrical and stuff like Emily St. John Mandel or Matt Hague. So yeah, we recommend it, but we recommend more The Humans and All Around Todays. So this is it. This is the end of like my little challenge, the secret video. of what should I read next, and I might do a series. So I'm probably gonna do another one. I really enjoyed it. I really love the experience, and I really love the fact that I had to go back to one of my favorite books and just think about all the similarities and why it was recommended, why those books were recommended, and what are the aspects that they base this recommendation on. And yeah, I really enjoyed that experience. So I'm probably gonna do that again in the future, not soon, because it was pretty much time consuming. But yeah, I will do it again this year for sure. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy this reading vlog video thing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!